Collective. I got one more 10-minute message in me before I start my day. I do have quite a bit to do before I make it back to the table, so I want to go ahead and build off of the last message. When I try to keep them short, they upload faster, hence the reason why I do this. Give me just a moment. We're nearing the beginning of the school year, so I have some running around to do for the children. Thank you to everyone who has donated to the channel. Of course, the Trinity investment plan is under works. Now, I know that certain things I say and how I say them may rub people the wrong way. I also know that there are people on YouTube who this is their sole source of income. Completely understandable if you focus on the bag. But all I'm saying is there needs to be a balance. You need to make sure that the amount of patronage you're getting, you are also giving back. There is a energy that needs to continually be recycled through this purpose so that God does not do away with your gifts and continues to bless you, okay? Now, this message is going to be asking you to think a little deeper. Is manifestation low vibrational magic practice, or what people call dark magic? I want you to seriously think about this because it's going to be important to think about. Did they consider the Ascended Master Yeshua's acts in the Bible to be magic or miracle? You decide. Because there are very skilled alchemists of today's age that can turn water into wine, that can make a staff into a snake, that can do many other optical illusions. Can you turn 2 pieces of fish and a loaf of bread into food for 5,000? This is the question that I want all of you to deeply consider today. Okay? Inner power. Be your own command. You brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. Perhaps you were feeling fearful of this power that God was showing you. Perhaps you were afraid of what people were going to say, how controversial it would be. But the reality of the situation is the text interprets the text. If you look into Revelation, you will see that gifts will be poured upon Jew and Gentile alike in the last days. It is very important for you to understand that the angels, the 4 angels that hold the corners of the earth, also known as north, south, east, and west, okay, of earth, of water, of fire, and air, all surround, awaiting for the 5th element to awaken and activate. They hide the truth in art, in books, in movies. Wake up, collective. We have been a part of the matrix for too long. It is time for you to arise and cure this desire for longing. For love is happiness. A spark inside, live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived in your purpose for truth. Okay? Truth. I'm not recreating the wheel here. I'm simply reactivating knowledge that is already inside of you. Inside of you. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe is at play. Have faith and breathe and trust that despite what reality looks like for you right now, that everything is happening for a higher purpose, okay? You could be feeling this anxiety because you're too busy listening to other people, looking at what they have, looking at what they do. Trust your path. 444, as I say this, your foundation is solid. Why would the divine bring you this far only to drop you? Do you not have the faith that you claim to have? in society, or is it just a mask? It's time to do away with mask, collective, and speak and walk your truth. For the greatest miracles that we have read thousands and thousands of times about, whether you believe in Christianity or Roman or Greek mythology or Hinduism or Buddhism or Muslim faith, all of them speak of miracles. All of them speak of truth on some accord. Okay? I was reading a bedtime story to my children last night about Transformers. Now, for those who are aware of the story or have children or grew up watching, you know that this is an important message. 555, as I say that, Optimus Prime was one of the very few Prime robots left, and he was the leader of the Autobots. Okay, just some backstory for those who aren't familiar. And they were sent to Earth to help the humans. Okay, now for those who are aware that everything that is written and made that Hollywood picks up also is based on some form of truth. Now, the technology that was used to create Optimus Prime and the Autobots was actually derived from a starseed variety of ancestors. More importantly, my very own ancestors, the Arcturians. For those who are aware of star seeds and varieties, not all star seeds are positive and sent here to help the human race and conserve Earth's resources, as well as protect the sun. Some of them are evil, i.e., reptilians, and other varieties of star species that literally their sole purpose is to come here and drain our resources, drain energy and derive energy from the sun, and also enslave the human race. This is why it's very important for me to continue to do my journey and my walk and help activate others and protect the planet. Okay? This is why I do what I do. People often question and ask me, you think you're all that, this, that. I dead the negative energy, because with much is given, much is required. Okay? People think that I'm this millionaire, that I touch all this money. Do you know why God continues to bless me with blessing? Is because I'm not selfish. A lot of what I make, I give away willingly, or I pour into things that's going to help people. Because at the end of the day, to what much is given, much is required. Okay? Yes, we're all here to make a living. I don't simply intend to share my energy without being compensated. Of course, I wholeheartedly agree with you. But what portion of that is getting put back into the faith, into the walk, into helping others? Using my Trinity investment plan, which is also a part of a greater plan that I have put together called the Global Economic Recovery Plan. After a pandemic, this is very important. This is information that I have studied for over a decade and put together. This is something that I provide for all my entrepreneur clients who seek some kind of brand coaching outside of the spiritual aspect. But I have devised this literature to both help people of the business and spiritual world, because they go hand in hand. When we start speaking of alchemy and start speaking of manifestation, it is very important for you to be aware that they go hand in hand. When you are faithful with a little, God blesses you with a lot. People think I'm out here doing something illegal. There's nothing illegal about what I do. And I am given the divine authority to continue my path despite what anyone wants to say. I don't have to go to another practitioner or a voodoo priestess or any of those things. I personally don't believe in them, simply because they don't work on me. Now, I'm well aware that people have practiced these things and have tried to stop my bags, stop my blessings, stop my energy, stop my health, attack my children, attack my businesses, and they all fail. Do you want to know why? I can teach you if you decide to book a coaching session with me. This is not knowledge that other people can't obtain and use. It's just a matter of mindset and will to succeed. Now, where am I going with this message? You may ask. Wherever spirit takes us is the correct answer. Now, before I embark on my journey today, I want to make it clear that the more you do in the name of the Most High, the more God will bless you. Woo. Our greatest personal power is the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds, keywords here, to choices and commitments that will serve us. How can we do this? By using our personal power, okay? If you allow people to control your life and tell you what's good and not good for you, how is that helping? With my coaching, I don't do that. I don't sit here and tell you how to live your life. I listen to what you have going on, and then I work with you to show you how to control your own life. Big difference between me and another coach, which is why it's very important that you understand who you give your energy to. I also have been made aware that there is certain people out here putting actual spell work or energy manipulation on their clients. Guys, is this the true calling then for you? Because for someone to trust you with your energy, to work with you in an intimate way, to be loyal and trustworthy of you helping them with their energy in regards to their life, their business, their health, you have to be yourself cleansed and high vibrational. If you're doing this like to mimic the pharmaceutical companies who kill us daily, to make people sick only to then turn around and sell them the cure, there is nothing divine or high vibrational about this action. We shall call a spade today. I want you to understand today, while you meditate, preferably on 432 or higher, what is the true purpose of your calling? For you to be exalted or have a position of high authority, what are you using your authority for? Are you helping others on any kind of accord? Because if you aren't, then I petition you to reevaluate the scope of your reach and see what you could do to help more. Because as we bow before the Most High and think that we are worthy, the Most High will still tell us, you aren't low enough. I myself will get as level onto the ground as I possibly can, despite being blessed. My adversaries will look to me and be like, why do you still live lowly? Why are you so pretentious? Why are you not more boastful like us? Why are you not flashy? Because too much is given, much is required. And as long as I continue to do my mission and carry out and listen to what the divine tells me, because my crown chakra is on swole right now. The divine has been giving me downloads about very specific people, and those people will be guided to me, so they choose to know the answers. Even very talented intuitives like ourselves. Keep in mind, everyone is intuitive, but there are others that get snagged and snared along the way. Reach out to your fellow intuitive to help you, to guide you. Pray together, fellowship together, meditate together. These are all very important practices that aren't in use because we're so busy trying to build on our own. Yes, this is a lonely journey, but if you feel and view intuitively that you are on the same path as another in regards to the mission, I'm talking about the 144 right now, you need to be aware that this isn't something we're building solely dolo. As the 144, we are sent here to wake them up, guide them, not just take their money and live a good life. I encourage all of you that if you are seeking the truth, don't wait for perfect conditions. We do not need to wait for perfect conditions. We will find perfection in the progress. Keep going. Trust that what the universe has for you will be for you, no matter what anyone tries to say or thwart you in the process. People will sit here and scratch their head and wonder why so many people rally around me. It is not for looks. It is not for clout. It is because I bring a level of authenticity to the table that cannot be matched. I have sat with some of the most powerful people in the world, advising them on how to make their brand, their businesses, their conglomerates better. And I've also sat with ma and pa shops all over the United States and abroad, teaching them how to be better business owners, how to be better entrepreneurs, what they can do to stay with the times and be up. So for those who are wondering what I do, this is what I do. I create, I innovate. And this particular subsidy was created out of purpose because I realized that my consulting was derivative of a more divine purpose. And I wanted to take what I've honed and learned as a career and put it into something more meaningful for my life. And that is to come on here on YouTube land to help and coach each and every one of you. I love all of you. I appreciate you. For those that watch and follow and patronize me, thank you so much. Know that every seed that you plant in the garden of the star seeds will not be done in vain. Okay? Any increment. I do not judge any donation. I appreciate every last one of them, and it helps to continue to provide you with a service, with a message, with products, with different things that can assist and aid you. And I love you, and I hope that you have the best day ever. Until next time, Starseeds.